Hello, and welcome to Indiana ArtsDesk. I'm Marcus Jackman. Coming up tonight, Dave Fronicky reports on an art exhibit opening in Muncie and the establishment of ArtsDesk's first real tradition. But first, most people have a hobby room, somewhere to putter and play, to experiment away from prying eyes, but not Gordon Pavey of Muncie. Pavey's front yard is his hobby room, more than 400 square yards of model railroad terrain and track.
When my mom and dad bought me my first train during World War II, and I was about 5-6 years old, and we had blackouts because they were afraid that Fort Wayne, where my home is, was going to get bombed by the Germans. And so I had to run my train with a flashlight for fear that the German airplanes would see us. But since that point on, trains is just my love.
4 years ago, Pavey's outdoor track was fairly modest, but when a television reporter from Indianapolis called to say he'd like to come up and film the set for the Christmas holiday season, Pavey immediately decided he wanted to expand his track.
I thought, why is he coming up to see this little dinky layout? Because there's so many others that's so much nicer than mine. And so, believe it or not, I tore down my patio wall and came out here at 2 in the morning and rebuilt this whole track for him to see and run him on. It was 3 days before Christmas. It was 16 degrees. And we ran the trains around this area. And he said, this is so neat. And he said, do you have it all lighted up? And I said, well, not yet. I just got started.
See? The media is good for something, folks. Now Pavey's front yard contains more than 800 linear feet of stainless steel track, a 15-foot-long replica of the Golden Gate Bridge, grain silos, a miniature town, a canyon, and more, and he has plans to keep adding.
I think it's because it's the creative part of it. You just enjoy doing the creative part of it. I know that's the way it is with me. Every morning I get up at 3 in the morning thinking, what can I do to improve it? And the thing about it is, you're never done. You're never done. You can always think of ways of improving it.
But all those improvements cost money. So far, Pavey spent thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours work on the railroad. Quite an investment.
Okay. Okay, we're going to run this train right here.
But let him lay hands on the transformer and start the train running, and it's not 90 seconds before children trot up to watch the cars chug out of the canyon, over the trestle, through the tunnel.
How's my kids doing today?
And for Pavey, that's a return worth any investment.
I get the pleasure of seeing a young child laugh and smile and go, oh my gosh, Grandpa, look at this. I get nothing out of it financially. It's not a paying deal. But at my stage of life, I'm 65, I decided I want to leave the world a little better than I found it.
He says people stop by to see the engines run all the time, but although he has 4 children, none of them show any interest in continuing his work. Pavey and his partner Donna Cobb also assemble and sell hand-painted railroad cars for different companies or as gifts. For more information, you can call or fax 765-289-2418. Pavey's model railroad spans his front yard at 2204 West Sun Valley Parkway in Muncie.